call the meeting to order. We'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So just want to remind everybody that we are live streaming the board meeting for tonight. So welcome those who are joining us online and also those who have joined us in the room. So we'll start by getting a motion to approve consent agenda items.
So moved.
Motion by Pat. Do I have a second?
I will.
Second by Susan. Any discussion? All those in favor? 7-0. Next, we'll ask if anyone is present to speak on something that is not on the agenda. No? Okay. Great. Next, we'll move into old business. It looks like we have a Neola policy. Philip?
Yes, I'm asking to approve the old policy that had its first reading last meeting, and it's the policy 6220 for budget preparation.
Okay.
So moved.
I have a motion by Pat. I have a second by Travis. Any discussion? No? All those in favor? 7-0. Did I get that right?
Close enough.
Okay. Sorry about that, Pat. All right. 7-0, Debbie. Next, we'll move on to new business. Looks like we have a learning contract. Nikki?
Asking for approval for a contract with IXL. It's a 3-year contract. We piloted a program with them last year. Then the teachers voted, and it came out far ahead as compared to other programs of use. They felt that it was best for their needs. So we get a discount of making that agreement for 3 years. And since we put such effort into looking into it prior to making the agreement, we feel pretty solid that 3 years is what's needed. So asking for approval to go ahead and sign us up for IXL starting for next school year.
Perfect. Nikki, just to be clear, I think on the agenda it says 1XL. It should be I, the letter I. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, so IXL is what we're looking for. Yeah, absolutely. Motion by Earl. Do I have a second? Second by Chelsea. Any discussion? All those in favor? 7-0. Okay, we'll move on to recommendations. Shannon?
Yeah. We have Chris Billings for the Jennings County High School Lighting Director position, Lee Brown for JCEC Adult Education Instructor, Heather Feelies for Brush Creek Teacher, Jamie Kelly. Last time she's a counselor and I didn't put on her additional days. She works as a counselor, so I'm adding those now to be approved. Tegan Petro for Hayden Elementary Teacher, Stephanie Puckett for summer tutoring, Chris Thurston, Sand Creek Elementary Assistant Principal, and Eric Warnke for high school teacher, asking for approval.
Okay. Do I have a motion for those recommendations?
So moved.
Motion by Tony. Do I have a second? Second by Pat. Any discussion? All those in favor? 7-0.
And Chris Thurston is with us this evening, our new Sand Creek Assistant Principal. If he could come around to meet the board.
Welcome, absolutely.
Good to see you. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you.
Good to meet you. Thank you. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Good to meet you. Thank you. Congratulations. Thank you.
Always love it when you get to embarrass people. And have
I told him he had to do the walk.
So you warned him. Excellent. Excellent. You're great. It's great to have you, and we welcome you. I think you'll
Thank you.
find it a great environment to work in, 100%. So now we go down under support staff recommendations. Again, Shannon.
Yep. Matt Capes for Jennings County Middle School 8th grade head football coach, Renee Gross for Jennings County Middle School cook, Russell, and it's Isley. I need to correct that. It's an I-L-S-L-E-Y, and he's going to be a high school cook. Lori McLean is going to be a bus driver aide to taking people to the school for the deaf and blind. Molly Meter for Jennings County Middle School nurse. Ashton Messer for Brush Creek Elementary School nurse. Sadie Sarver for Jennings County High School custodian. Amy Shepard for NBE Parapro. Rick Sohaki for Jennings County Middle School 7th grade head football coach. Keon Stoop for Jennings County Middle School floater cook. And Amanda Wells for Jennings County High School cook. Asking for approval.
Thank you. Motion by Travis, do I have a second? Second by Earl, any discussion? All those in favor? 7-0. Down under finance, donations, Philip?
Yeah, we have a couple donations. I'd like the board to approve, accept Brewer Livestock, $500 to the Jennings County High School School Supply Shop, and R&M Tool and Engineering, $200 to the Jennings County High School School Supply Shop.
Motion by Chelsea to accept those two donations. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Tony. Any discussion? All those in favor? 7-0. And then moving on to resolution. Philip?
Yes, I have a motion, or asking for approval for resolution authorizing treasurer of Jennings County Schools to transfer $1 million from education fund to the operations fund to reimburse operations for expenses that are not allocated to student instruction and learning for the period of July. It's really for the whole year, but I'm doing it again July.
Okay. Do I have a motion for that resolution? Earl, do I have a second? Susan, thank you. Any discussion? All those in favor? 7-0. And then moving down under relations. Looks like we have an MOU. Amanda?
Yeah, we have an MOU, so I'm asking for approval for the MOU between New Horizons and our middle school and high school for what's our pre-ETS, pre-employment transition services. We've had a provider in the past. We are switching to New Horizons because they can staff us 5 days a week. So we will have somebody, and it's through vocational rehabilitation. It's a kind of a pre-vocational rehabilitation, so there's no cost to the school. It's provided by the state.
Okay, great. Do I have a motion for Travis? Second, Pat? Any discussion? All those in favor? 7-0. So the next item, I think most likely everyone has seen the newspaper. It was a very nice ad, and if you haven't seen the newspaper, you may have seen the live stream of the last board meeting where Teresa did tender her resignation with Jennings County School Corporation. We are excited for Teresa that she gets to move on and work in a different area, and so we thank her for her service, of course. But it's time now for us as a corporation to really work towards finding a new school superintendent. So what we have been doing, we are going to be working with the university search team to assist in identifying candidates for the superintendent position. I think most everybody here knows that those applications are a way to apply is posted. It's posted on our website, several other websites. So if people are interested in that position, they can apply right now. But what I would like to do is just ask for a motion so that we can use the university search team in order to complete this process. There really are no dollars assigned to that. They do this free of charge. So we'll ask for a motion for that.
I make a motion to give the school board president the authority to negotiate and approve the interim superintendent contract for James Hallett for the amount presented for a minimum of 25 days from July 18th to September 30th, 2022, and approve the board president to add on an additional 5 days during this time frame within parameters discussed.
Okay, so that motion is for the interim superintendent. So a motion has been made. Do we have a second?
Second.
Okay, second by Pat. Is there any discussion? Okay, all of those in favor? 7-0. Perfect. Now let's let's go back and see if we can get a motion for the university search team use for selecting a superintendent. Do I have a motion? Thank you, Travis. We have a motion. Do we have a second? Second by Chelsea. Any discussion? All those in favor? 7-0. Okay. Are there any other items to be brought under other? No? All right, then I'll entertain a motion to adjourn. Motion by Chelsea. Do we have a second? Second by Susan. All those in favor?